Welcome to the Desert Lair Bar, episode 12. I'm Dustin. This is a series of first impressions, so trying a malt whiskey from every actively producing Scottish distillery that has a standard available bottling of single malt. The point is to establish a baseline of distillery character with a heavy emphasis on price to performance to help determine what distilleries I want to explore more and which ones maybe I don't. I don't want price to performance to be the be-all, end-all of how I approach a spirit, but it is pretty important, so something we need to discuss. To help facilitate this, I've started a spreadsheet, link in the description. It has a primary sorting with score, high to low, and a secondary sorting with price, low to high. This week, we're talking about Glen Moray, Elgin Classic. As you can see, this one is a miniature. It's not a full bottle. Glen Moray's website, or rather Glen Moray's marketing, doesn't necessarily point to a clear flagship, but I probably should have went with the 12-year-old just to kind of keep things consistent with all of these reviews. Most of them are the distillery's flagship aged whiskey. Glen Moray Elgin Classic is a non-age statement whiskey, so maybe I should have went with the aged one. Is the result going to be that much different? Probably not. This one's a miniature collection, so I think it's essentially the base spirit Elgin Classic with a bunch of cask finishes. Yippee. We'll try these all at some point down the line. I just happened to be in the store. They did not actually have a full bottle of this, but ran past this, so this is what I grabbed instead. This one is owned by a big French spirit company, so I'm going to butcher this name here because I don't speak French. La Martine Caisse, something to that effect. Like I said, they're a big French spirit company. They have a lot of brands across all different types of spirits. The one I recognize the most other than this is probably Cutty Sark. This one, 40% ABV. I do believe it is chill filtered. I do believe it is artificially colored, even though it's pretty light in color there. This one, all bourbon casks. I bought this collection recently here, April 2025. This is a 50 milliliter. So this one, 50 milliliter, cost me $4.06. That's spread evenly across all of these, so this wasn't particularly expensive. Locally, I can't buy a full bottle of this. There's none available. Online, I can find it for about $35, which would be the 700 milliliter, and converted, that would be about $37.50 for the 750 milliliter bottle, which is what we traditionally have here in America. When I go to do the spreadsheet for this one, I probably won't use the price that I paid for these. I'll use the price that I paid, or rather I would pay for a full bottle of it, simply because miniatures, you're going to pay a little bit more for them per ounce, per milliliter, whatever, however you want to do that. You're going to pay a little more. It's just economy of scale, right? So in the spreadsheet, we'll operate under the assumption that this was a full bottle pricing, and so that's how it will be sorted, if anyone actually cares. Get into the smell and taste here. Smell. Green apple airheads. That like taffy-ish candy. Pineapple juice, plywood, and some sugar water. Taste. Go ahead and put the spreadsheet up while I give you the rest of the tasting and the finish notes here. This will be pretty shorter than usual. Taste. Green apple taffy, plywood soaked in pineapple juice. Finish, some apple perfume, green Jolly Rancher, maybe a hint of apple fritter in there. Not a lot to say about this one. It's a non-age statement, probably about 7-ish years old is what I found online. So it's a young, non-age statement, kind of budget grocery store single malt. I don't expect a lot from this. Don't get a lot from this. Score, won't forget this time. 72 out of 100. That's all I have for this one. Drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. Use the rideshare apps. Don't be a dick. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time.